Hey everyone, how are you? Great to see you. So I'm Itai from WSE Sports, and I'm pleased to be here today with Demian, the Chief Product Officer for Canal Plus. What we're going to do in the next 20-25 minutes is basically to show you some of the cool AI-powered stuff that WSE and Canal Plus are doing together today, and also show you some of the generative AI futuristic stuff that we're working on and hopefully will implement in the near future. So let's start with a quick introduction to what is WSE Sports and what is Canal Plus is doing today with us on the more basic level. By the way, we would love to have some questions in the end, so please feel free to participate. So basically what we're doing today is that we are ingesting into our AI system the Canal Plus live streams, right? So we're getting the live stream. Then with our AI technology, we're identifying every piece that happens in the event in real time. So it's different for every sport. We're using different types of AI, audio analysis, video analysis, data analysis, and by that we're identifying, for example, if it's football, every goal, shot on target, goalkeeper save, dribble, everything is being identified automatically in real time with a short video clip to each event that happens in the game, with automated rating system, for example, to know which play was more interesting or more important. So imagine that while you're watching a game, doesn't matter if it's football, rugby, or Formula One, in real time, there's a play-by-play feed that is being populated automatically in real time, fully indexed and analyzed, and on top of that, you can basically create anything you want. It can be a game highlight, player highlight, action, team highlight. You can publish it to your social media, or you can publish it to your mobile app as a push notification, or to your OTT platform. So you can basically use any video content you want at any time, anywhere. So that's what, like on the basic level, what WSE technology is allowing Canal Plus to do today. And by that, we're allowing Canal Plus to automate their content production and create lots of cool video experiences for the French, and not only French, sports fans that are watching sports on Canal. So in the next slides, Demian will show you some of the stuff that Canal has been doing with WSE in the past year.
Hi, everyone. So I think we started working together not even a year ago. So we are at the very beginning of this journey, and I think we only see the beginning of what we will be able to do with this new technology. With a few months of iteration with this technology, we see three main areas where we have already made a huge progress. The first one is the automation and the streamlining of the video production. I'm going to show you a concrete example of what I'm talking about. The second one is how we can now deliver innovative experience and how we can iterate on finding what is important for our users, especially the sports fans. And the third one is how we can unlock new monetization mechanism. I will show you some concrete example. So if we start with the content automation, Itai already mentioned it a little bit. Now we have basically an infinite possibilities regarding the content. Here you have example of what we can concretely, automatically generate with the technology. So that's an example of a football game. With a single football game, you can create whatever you want. Basically, what you have, what we have now is we have a user interface where we can select every filter that we want. So we can decide if we want to create a video for a specific football player, if we want to create a video on specific skills, on a summary of the match. Basically, there is no limitation. But what is important to understand is that it's adapted to each sport. So the possibility I've mentioned for football are of course different if you take rugby or Formula One. So for us, I would say now that the only limitation is our imagination. So we need to find what needs to be created to not overflow the user and to not put something that doesn't interest the user. And it will be also for us important to understand how we can personalize the experience for every user. I will show you that after. But basically, yeah, we can imagine anything we want, and you can see on this slide that we can also decide the format that can be used. So if we want to do a vertical video or something different, we can. It's just we can do that just by in a few clicks. That's very impressive. And also what is very cool is that, so we do that manually, but we can also create rules that create content. So when we need it, so for every football day, for instance, we can create summaries of every match, and it's displayed directly on our platform. So if I go a bit further on the publication, so we create the content, but we also publish the content automatically. So we have various publication platforms. We can start with social networks. So the video that we have generated are automatically published on the networks, and they are adapted to the networks. We use also videos for our own UI, for our own product. So I don't know if you know the My Canal Expert Mode, but some of the videos that you have on the Expert Mode are tailored by, are fueled by the WSC technology. Not only the expert mode, but also the app itself. So we have rows that are created automatically with WSC content. We also publish, I will show you that after, videos directly on Google. And also we can publish video directly to our partners that need. So for instance, we have an obligation with Top 14 to give them videos. So we can do that automatically. So it has unlocked a lot of things for us. It has removed a lot of, I would say, operational headaches because we just have to wonder how we will produce the video, how we will be able to publish them. We just need to say to the UI what we want, and it's done automatically. It's pretty amazing. We do that for France, but not only. Canal Plus operates in several countries. And we can, for a single event, we can have different variations of the video that are tailored to the language that is used. So for the same football match, you have a slightly different videos depending on the language of the game. I want to show you now a concrete example of how it works. The important for us is that the user do not see the difference between what is done manually and what is done automatically. So here you have example of our UI, and within this UI, you have rows that are populated automatically by your technology. For instance, if I just wait, you may have seen something that summarizes all the races. So that's done automatically. We don't have to do anything. We just have to wait to be published. It's very important to be able to do that automatically because sport, I would say, is a non-moment event, and the more you wait to publish something, the less it becomes relevant. So with this kind of technology, we're able to just be there very quickly. Also, if some of you produce videos, you may know that producing a vertical video it can be a nightmare. We have a technology now that allows us to not even care about that. You have an intelligence that know exactly where to focus, and you have the result on the right side. So it's very also convenient because you can publish very quickly on social networks things that are happening now, and it's amazing. You can do that on football, but of course you can do it on every kind of sport. The intelligence know exactly where to focus and create a relevant video. So if you say that you know the expert mode, you know that on the expert mode we have quick videos that shows the most important of the moments of the game. So we use WSC technology now to do it. So very quickly, as soon as there is something important that is happening on the game, you can directly see it on the expert mode. And here you have. So I was saying that everything that is related to sport is a very on-moment event. So you need to be able to do things when they are happening. Here what you can see is data from Google Trends. They show you when people are looking for something related to an event. And you can see, sport event, sorry. And you can see that most of the search are done during the game, just before or just after. So you need to be very, to be able to do things on the moment. And this is why we have also launched with WSC the web stories. I don't know if you know this technology for Google, but now we are able to almost near live to publish important moments of a live event directly in Google. It works very well in terms of monetization because you have some figures here that you can show you. So basically, anytime someone that's an example for something happened very recently, the final of the Champions League. So you were looking for information for the Champions League or for this match during the game, you were able to see some elements that were happening almost at the moment. And it has a great impact because a lot of people are clicking on it. They can see other moments, important moments, and then of course you can lend them to your shop, and you can ask them to, if you want to see the game, they can. That's what we do now, but I know that there is a lot of other things that are on their way.
Thank you for the presentation. I have one question. Are you not afraid that people won't watch the match or the race live and in totality because they will have the access of the highlights or the best move just on going on YouTube, for example?
I really don't think that nothing can be compared to a live event. I mean, a football game, you have to live it, you have to watch it when it's broadcasted. What we've seen is more something complementary. We still have great audiences for live events, sport events, and the audiences are much lower for this kind of content. So you have to see it as a whole. It's not this or that. The live event will still remain what is important.
Yeah, if I can just add to it, I think that, as Damien said, it's not conflicting. It's basically one on top of the other. What we are seeing today that more and more younger fans are not inclined to watch a full game, at least not all the full games. They are searching for shorter content, personalized, something short that they can engage with. And I think that eventually, if you want to succeed with engaging with all your fans, young, old, hardcore fans, average fans, you need to have different value propositions, and this is just about widen the value proposition.
First, thank you for your presentation. It was interesting. I have one question. If I understood well, for now, the AI relies on data to create like big moments of a football match, but I mean, sometimes in football, occasions can happen without data showing it. For example, there could be like a big occasion without any shot on target or any shot at all. How could the AI analyze this moment as a big one to put it in the video later?
Right. So I think that today, again, after doing this for a very long time, we are in a very good place where everything that's related to game action is being analyzed in several layers. So if one layer missed something, the other layer will compensate. So it's audio, video, and data all together. So even if the data was limited, I'll give you an example. We're doing archive projects now. We did some fights of Muhammad Ali. There is no data for this kind of stuff. So audio and video can definitely compensate on lack of data. The place where we struggled was with non-match events, like funny moments, viral moments, angry quotes, stuff like that. And that's what we're currently taking to the next level. But everything that's related to the game itself, whether it's a shot on target or defensive act or a dribble or just a regular pass, everything is fully analyzed.
Hello, and thank you for the presentation. I just wanted to know, I know that for like football or basketball games, you have to have rights to diffuse them, but how it is for shorts or like highlights videos? Does it work differently or is it the same thing? Thank you.
I can say, but Damian can probably say more, I would say thoroughly, but basically there are different rights. There are rights for live matches and there are digital rights for highlights. Sometimes rights holders are buying the entire package of everything. Sometimes they are buying only digital highlights. Sometimes they are buying only the live rights. So there are many rights holders to different leagues, and each rights holder has different rights packages. That's the way it works, basically. Thanks again for listening. Thanks again for Canal Plus for being such amazing partners and innovating the industry. And yeah, thank you guys.